Latvia City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
Good day and Swadikap and buongiorno, Gio.
Buongiorno.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Gio is the founder and what's the official title?
Project manager now.
Project manager of Take Care Kids. And this is an amazing organisation. And he came back to give us an update on what's happening with the organisation. Because Take Care Kids, firstly, tell us what the Take Care Kids mission is.
Okay, our mission is to protect children, to host children in our foster home. And we have now 16 children plus one mom in this moment in our foster home. These children are coming normally from very bad stories. They were sexually abused, they were tortured, they were trafficked, and they are coming even from very poor families. So the situation now is that we have to cope with COVID-19 problems, and this is very hard for us, like I think for most of the foundation and most of the companies here in Pattaya and all around the world.
Yes, and I think one of the particularly that really made me think of your organisation was when Italy got so hard hit by COVID, because that was has been a very important part of your funding, to get funding from Italy.
Absolutely, and yes, it's since March last year that we cannot organize nothing in Italy, no events, no concerts, nothing to support our foundation here. And even in Thailand, it's very, very difficult to get together and to raise some money. So we lost around 80% of our donation.
So you can imagine this is a heartbreaking situation to be in, where you've got children you need to feed and house and you want to send to school and buy uniforms for, and suddenly, in a sense, the rug's pulled out from under your feet.
Yes, this is in the last, like I said, in the last year was really very difficult. But I have to say, even thanks to all the people, in the meantime, they support us, and they were many, and I was really surprised and touched by all this response. Of course, less than normal, but I was touched, and even if we are less, we can do, in any case, a lot of things.
And some of the stories of these children is quite heart-rending. Like I remember one particular story you talked about last time you were here, which was about this child that was abused by their stepmother. Do you remember the story you told?
I know her very well. I remember her very well, even because we are following her as well now. She's in Bangkok. She is happy with the mother back, and she named Pam, and she was deeply tortured by the stepmother.
We're talking about like pressing hot irons into her face and stuff like that.
Yes, hot irons all over the body and on the face, and they broke her hips as well, and she stayed 56 days in the hospital.
What age was she when she came to you?
She was really in a distracted situation.
So she was about 5 or 6. She was quite young, wasn't she?
She was 6 years old at the time, yes. 6 years old.
And this is just one of many, many heartbreaking stories of these abused children. And one of the things you emphasised more in this talk was your role in supporting single mothers.
Yes, single mothers, we are helping them since we start, and are very important to help, because most of them, they are very young. They don't have...
so we're talking 15, 16 years old, right?
Correctly, 15, 16 years old, 17 years old. At that age, you don't know really what you really want, and you find yourself on the street, literally.
So it's really like kids raising kids without support of a larger family.
Yes, kids helping children.
So if people want to support you, how may they send donations to you?
Okay, through our webpage, we have a PayPal account there.
PayPal, that is translating the Italian.
Okay, PayPal, okay, perfect.
And it's takecarekids.org. So takecarekids.org.
Yes, exactly. Or we have, of course, an account here in Pattaya, here in Thailand, with the Kasikorn Bank. But
if you look at the talk, you'll see the bank account number up on the screen.
Yes, and if you visit our site as well, and then you can follow us to see what we are doing every day on our Facebook page, Take Care Kids Onlus.
And that's ONLUS, Take Care Kids Onlus Facebook page.
Yes.
And everything you can give, and they're making appeal for clothing, and they're also making an appeal for silence in the background. If you've got clothing to drop into them, they're just on Railway Road. You can again go to the website and see where they are. So what's your prognosis for the next 12? One of the things you mentioned, of course, was Myanmar. Last week we had some very moving talks about the terrible state of Myanmar. My fiancée is from Myanmar, and she was an orphan actually when she was young. There's another story. So what's your prognosis for Myanmar? It's looking really, really heartrending.
The problem there is that international community can step in, but who has the last word is China. No one can do something more than this. The US lost in Southeast Asia a lot of power in the last 4 or 5 years. And so the one that is coping and deciding nearly everything is China. So it's the only one that can say stop this war, stop this cruelty that every day we can see in Burma.
It's a heartrending situation, and many children, of course, are caught up in this, and there have been dozens of children killed in Myanmar. So anyway, thank you so much for coming and giving us an update on Take Care Kids, and thank you so much for your work, and hopefully some people will be out there and visit your website, connect on Facebook, and support this man and the organisation that's doing such wonderful work. So for now, it's goodbye, Swadikab, and arrivederci.
Arrivederci, Kopun Krap.